Tuning into Let's Talk About It Media 21, where we talk hot topics going on around the world in the news and what's being talked about. Yesterday morning, we talked about Nicki hitting the stage with ERIKA KIRK, the organization TPS USA. Many people have been making different comments, concerns, what's been said, um, the different conversations that's been had. We're going to get into it, but allow me a few seconds to go ahead, get into my disclaimer so that way I can get this taken. Because people are flowing allegedly. Are allegedly. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. So I guess there was a few people upset in regards to the culture. We're gonna get to that, but just allow me a few more minutes, please. Like the video. Okay, so I guess people were concerned about some of her comments in regards to different race, culture. I'm gonna let one be, and I'll do the rest. But many people are talking about Erica putting herself in the media, telling what people feel that are some truths and not truths. But we're going to get to some clips and then we're going to generally talk. I appreciate everyone saying we get what you're saying. You have to understand Hollywood, different celebrities, different people are trying to put out a narrative. And when you try and put out a narrative and try and
role models of the 1940s.
So we're going to play that. I'll go ahead and play that and then we'll get to more stuff.
No, not represent. Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home. Hold on, I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old black girls. I don't. I don't think that song.
So first off, R.I.P. to Charlie Kirk. What happened to him is not okay. No person should pass away and people are after them in regards to their speech and belief. But why in the world are these two people, him and her, RIP, but I did not believe in what a lot of things he said, how he how we're supposed to believe everything he believes. Why are these two people talking about African American and what the needs and wants are? I started there regarding my short. Why are you and her speaking about African American people and girls and what the expectation is? See, this is what I need y'all to understand. Black girls that are strong, powerful, beautiful, and naturally beauty, we give two booms about what other people think about us. There are ones that are trying to get there. When you are and have strong parents, whether it's the mother instilling something in you in regards to your beauty, whether that's your father telling you you're gorgeous, other people that's outside of us, we don't care what they think. And see, some of these people think that a lot of us care. We don't. We don't care what y'all think about us because y'all definitely are trying to be like similar to a lot of people of different cultures and race when people change their skin tone, when they change their body. We have sisters and aunts that are gorgeous from birth from birth. So whenever they say the Kardashians are the standard, they're not. There are some women of cultures that are naturally beauty. Their lips look like that, their behind look like that, and their skin looks like that. So when you have to have a procedure done to try and look natural, when there's a bunch of beautiful natural women that are out there, the Kardashians are not the standard. They're not. Because when you go look at my short, or when you go look up the most beautiful women in the world, the Kardashians are not even in that top 20. So they can't be the standard if they're not even in the top 20 of most beautiful women in the world. They're not the standard. People want us to think that, and they love it when people say that. But we know, African American women know what we know. And what we know is we started in regards to the braids, we started in regards to the natural, beautiful skin and going without makeup. We know. So there are different people that cannot speak for us. We know that we're beautiful. We know that we're gorgeous. We know we don't need you to tell us. And when you see these men falling for And then we know whenever you get messed up over that culture, that race, then you run to our culture, race to help you, because you know when you have a good, strong Black woman by your side, you can do anything. Whenever you have any type of woman by your side, you can do anything. So some men don't know that Black women that are strong, beautiful, and confident, we don't need people to tell us who we are. We already know who we know what we have, and we know what we're trying to do. Whenever you have people trying to tell us that they're the standard, they're not. They're trying to look like many different cultures and race. They're not even trying to look like the Black race. They're trying to look like anything but what they were, because the Kardashians don't look like they used to 20 years ago. So you can't tell me they're having a procedure done to look like something, and they're trying to look natural. But you have beautiful women, all cultures and race. It ain't just even about the Black culture. All cultures and race have beautiful women that are naturally born gorgeous. And men fall over for them to see them, be with them, and date them. Because whenever people say that people are trying to get that look, the K's and the J's, many people are not trying to get that look. We've been here. We've been here. We're going to stay here, and we know who we are. There's some that's not confident. There's a lot of us that are. We didn't fall for what Nicki was saying yesterday. Some of us didn't fall. I focused on, which I should have, I focus on that they're trying to put this agenda out in regards to what they want your children to believe. Many of us have stopped following what these celebrities say and do a long time ago, because they have problems and concerns themselves. They have husbands that have issues themselves. They have different issues in regards to the law themselves. So many people were focused on her. And this is the other thing. Baby, let me cook. Let me cook. I haven't even looked at the chat yet. When she say boys will be boys, y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all know what's going on. These files are what's going on. You got JD Vance being hugged by a woman. He's married, and she putting her whole hand in his hair. When she say boys will be boys, she's trying to tell y'all, wake up, everybody. We want to allow these men to do X, Y, Z, and more whenever they want. My belief, my opinion in regards to that, because she didn't really elaborate. Many people feel she's saying boys will be boys, and it's okay to be. She's wanting you guys to be okay with what some of these men and senators and presidents and celebrities are doing in our faces. Come on, everybody, wake up. When they put these celebrities in your face, they want to clear up what they want to do. They want to clear up how they want to do it. They want to clear up and not bring these files out. They want to clear up that these celebrities, some of them, to pass the test, you got to embarrass yourself and put on a dress. You got to realize some of these celebrities are on these platforms to put out an agenda for you to believe the agenda. You got to be stronger than that. You have to have a mind stronger than what these celebrities are trying to put in front of you. Taint our children, the music, how these people look. You went from one way, how you grew up to look, and then you have a whole new different look, and you had to pay for that. So when they say these celebrities are not the standard, because they have to pay XYZ money to look that way. So we're going to listen what Charlie has to say. You have to understand, my page is a little different. I really listen. I try to listen. And I give my opinion. I try to really listen to what people are saying. They're trying to push this narrative in front of us, and this is what we're to believe. A lot of us didn't even really know who Charlie was prior to this situation. We didn't know who he was. We didn't know who ERIKA was, but we knew who Nicki was. And her people are the ones that got her all these awards and accolades and supported her over the years. Let's listen to this, though.
Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on, I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old Black girls. I don't think that songs that are talking about, like, glorifying wet female genitalia is exactly. I don't know which one wrote that song. Which one was it?
I think it was Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, that's
Wasn't Ben.
But by the way, the role models of the 1940s and 50s for Black America were completely different.
And who are you to tell us what? Who are you? RIP to Charlie Kirk. This is not to insult and embarrass. He did not deserve to pass. We did not believe. Yes, a lot of us did not believe in a lot of things he said, did, or thought or feel. He wanted to push this narrative, and they're trying to push this narrative in regards to these colleges. They're trying to push their narrative in what these colleges are. Young adults have their parents. They have their mother to talk to. They have their father to talk to. Why do you think they went to the younger adults in colleges? Why do you think they're pulling out people that's just getting fresh out of college, out of 17, 18? Because some of these children don't have a strong family household. The mom is busy, the dad is busy, but there are very many that have mom and dad, and they're going to instill in them what's what. Why are you telling me that he's saying something about African American women and she's saying something about African American woman, but he's not even talking to an African American woman? Why do y'all think that is? Because he was steady trying to push what his beliefs were. We get it. Some people want something to believe in. Some people want to join something, be a part of something. But when you have strong adult males that's growing up with a father in their life, and you have a strong male that has a mother in his life, we're going to teach them. Be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful. The man above is love. Believe what you want to believe. My page is a little different. Believe what you want to believe, but believe in yourself. And you can't have anybody push a narrative down your throat and you are to accept what their beliefs are. This is why they pulled some of these men in this organization to push this stuff into our colleges. Talk to your students. If you have young adults going to these colleges and they're supposed to listen to this, how they're pushing it is how they're pushing it. And you really got to be focused on why they're pushing it. Did they talk about those files over the weekend? Look at who they're supporting. Wake up, everybody. Did the organization from that event talk about the files? Let me know in the comments. Did they say that they're going to help the victims? Did they say that they're going to talk about the files? Did they talk about the pictures? So don't tell me that they want you to understand what they want you to understand. And then there's a distraction factor. Always, every year, certain people want certain things to be a distraction. So if they didn't talk about the files, they didn't talk about the pictures, why do you think that is? They're wanting to push a narrative, and you have to wake up regards to the narrative that they're trying to push. Boys will be boys. The man in office is in the media. The man in office was in media before he got into office. So let's continue.
But by the way, the role models of the 1940s and 50s for Black America were completely different.
Why do you think he says in the 1950s? Please.
Black America were completely different.
We don't need him to educate us on our history.
But by the way, the role models of the 1940s and 50s for Black America were completely different.
So it is a representation issue.
Hold on a second. No, not representation. Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on a second. I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old Black girls. I don't think that songs that are talking about like glorifying wet female genitalia is exactly. I don't know which one wrote that song. Which one was it?
I think it was Ben Shapiro.
Wasn't Ben?
Right. Yeah, but by the way, the role models of the 1940s and 50s for Black America were completely different.
So it is a representation issue.
Thank you for the super sticker.
Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on a second. I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old Black girls. I don't think that songs that are talking about like glorifying wet female genitalia.
Okay, so we're about to go to the next clip. Thanks for being here, everyone. We're just talking hot topics, trending topics. You can believe what you want to believe. You can conversate with how you want to conversate. This page is a little different. We don't need him and her talking about us. Sorry. We know who our grandparents are. Many of us Black people that's in this comments, we knew who our grandparents were. We knew what the grandparents stood for. And we know what those grandparents went through. Some of that stuff is still instilled of us. I don't let people play with me. I have so much in regards to who my dad was, who my mom was. I don't let people play with me. Mind, body, soul, we're strong. Even when our parents are gone, we're still strong in mind, body, soul, and spirit. And some of those beliefs are still within us. So we don't need him or her. RIP, trust and believe. This man should not have passed away. If he was concerned about passing away, why wasn't his team and why didn't they cancel the event? The event should have been canceled. Not having an ambulance there to treat him. Come on. Not having an ambulance there to treat him if something does happen. I would have been go back and really look at the campus. He should have been in the overhead. He would have been kind of in the building and people could have spoke. And we understand this is how he did things. He liked to go to campus, speak to young adults this way. But if he's having unwelcoming thoughts and comments, I wouldn't have gone. I would have canceled it until I figured out something else. I would have canceled it. A woman should say, hey, boo, hey, babe, I'm not comfortable with you going if you're getting these unwelcoming thoughts and comments. Not having an ambulance there is concerning. His team said they passed the ambulance. Concerning. If what you're speaking, why do people want to take you out? What? If what you're speaking, it should be okay. It should be I'm here for y'all to talk to me about anything. But you're trying to push a narrative down people's throat. If what you're speaking is something out of love, why are people mad about him being there? ERIKA KIRK said something very interesting. She said what they do is it can be very toxic. Y'all remember that? Why is what y'all do toxic? Shouldn't it be in love? What are y'all doing for these campus students? Are y'all giving them community service, community help, programs in regards to clothes, shoes? If you're hungry, if you're homeless, that's what I want to hear about. So you go to colleges just to debate and you're trying to push your thoughts. I told you my page is a little different. My page is a little different. My page is a little different. So now we understand that ERIKA's going to, as a woman, she's going to try and push her narrative. So let's go here. I really like what this girl said. I really like it. I really like it.
Leaving comments like, oh, leave this woman alone. Yikes, is there nothing else to talk about? Do you not realize that she's the one who has put herself out there? Because mind you, a few months back, I had no idea who ERIKA KIRK was. I really didn't know who Charlie Kirk was either. Never heard of TPUSA, but now I do because she's everywhere, press touring. ERIKA KIRK's Grieving Widow Tour is why people are analyzing, speaking, observing what she does, what she has done. She's in the spotlight, she's in the headlines. Yes, we have every right to talk about it. So let's talk about her actions and words some more, shall we? As most of you have probably heard by now, there was like a TPUSA huge conference this past weekend. And let's talk about some of her Freudian slips. A Freudian slip is an unintentional error in speech that actually reveals your true, hidden, unconscious thoughts. First, we have the grifter.
Despite the devastating loss of Charlie Kirk, my incredible husband at UVU, Caleb has persisted with the same grit. It has been a long day.
Oh, ERIKA, honey, I think you had it right the first time around. The meaning of grift is a group of methods for obtaining money falsely through the use of swindles, frauds, dishonest gambling, etc. When I read the definition of grift, my first initial thought was that TPUSA conference. And her second Freudian slip, once her husband was assassinated, is interesting.
My husband, he deeply mattered on a multitude. So much so that it proved even more once he was assassinated how much of a peacemaker he was.
Once implies something that was expected. Are these just a slip of the tongue or admission? A grieving widow that no one should be speaking about shouldn't be on stage with Nicki Minaj. Especially when Nicki Minaj says this.
They are young men. You have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president.
Say what now?
Assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did. I love you.
ERIKA totally understands her. Of course she does, because they both are just saying what they mean. Unintentionally, that is. And if you want to tell me to stop speaking because she's a grieving widow, well then I'm sorry. A grieving widow should not be on stage endorsing J.D. Vance. You know, her husband's friend. She loves to always mention her husband, so it makes it okay in what she is doing.
We are going to get my husband's friend, J.D. Vance, elected for 48 and the most resounding way possible.
So yeah, the only reason that people are talking about ERIKA KIRK, or the reason I'm talking about ERIKA KIRK, is because of all the clips I see of her, because she is everywhere.
Okay, so I'm going to replay that. But she said what a lot of people are thinking, what they've talked about. Support, this is my, I told you my page is a little different. Support who you want to support, but be very careful. Did that organization talk about the files, talk about helping the alleged victims? No. They want to push this narrative still down the road. And these congressmen were with that man taking these pictures. Not only the congressmen or past congressmen, there's a lot of celebrities that took pictures with that man. And this is the narrative that they want to, and you got to understand, there's a lot of things that's happening to distract y'all. A lot. Let's play that again, because people are just now coming in.
For all the people leaving comments, like,
hold on. There's about 900 people in the building. Can you guys please hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification? Please hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification. Let's get the likes up, y'all. We should be at 500 likes. Real talk. I'm bringing y'all to TTT. Real talk. Let's get the likes to 500. Double tap that screen. Thumbs up the video. Please thumbs up the video so we can continue. I should have did that before I played this. Let's get the likes up, please. The likes should match the views. Let's get the likes up. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get the likes up. I'll bring y'all some tea. And this is the other thing. Other pages trying to tell you what to believe. You can believe whatever you want to believe. But you got to be careful what you believe. They're trying to push this narrative down your throat. It's okay to still believe what your parents believe. If it was something of kindness, if it was something of helpfulness. But if you're trying to insult different race or cultures, that's a huge problem. You should never insult different races or cultures or try and tell what races or cultures should believe. Walk in love. That's what my page is different. And see, you're going to have people in the comments that don't walk in love. You're going to have people in the comments that's going to be mean and disrespectful. I'm going to ignore you because I'm strong in mind, body, soul, and spirit. Let's get to this clip, though. Let's get the likes up. We're almost there. Let's get the likes up. 500 people, hit the thumbs up so we can continue. 500 people, hit the thumbs up so we can continue. Let's go. Let's continue. Thank you.
all the people leaving comments like, leave this woman alone. Yikes, is there nothing else to talk about? Do you not realize that she's the one who has put herself out there? Because mind you, a few months back, I had no idea who ERIKA KIRK was. I really didn't know who Charlie Kirk was either. Never heard of TPUSA, but now I do because she's everywhere, press touring. ERIKA Widow Tour is why people are analyzing, speaking, observing what she does, what she has done. She's in this.
First off, you have to ask for likes. It gets the narrative out there and it keeps us into the algorithm. I'm going to run my page how I want to run my page. Why are you over here and not on your own page? Excuse me? You'll be respectful in these comments. Everyone should be respectful to one another. I don't do disrespect on my page. Real talk. Let's continue. Fair use.
Talk about. Do you not realize that she's the one who has put herself out there? Because mind you, a few months back, I had no idea who ERIKA KIRK was. I really didn't know who Charlie Kirk was either. Never heard of TPUSA, but now I do because she's everywhere, press touring. ERIKA KIRK's Grieving Widow Tour is why people are analyzing, speaking, observing what she does, what she has done. She's in the spotlight, she's in the headlines. Yes, we have every right to talk about it. So let's talk about her actions and words some more, shall we? As most of you have probably heard by now, there was like a TPUSA huge conference this past weekend. And let's talk about some of Freudian slips. A Freudian slip is an unintentional error in speech that actually reveals your true, hidden, unconscious thoughts. First, we have the grifter.
Despite the devastating loss of Charlie Kirk, my incredible husband at UVU, Caleb has assisted with the same grit. It has been a long day.
Oh, ERIKA, honey, I think you had it right the first time around. The meaning of grift is a group of methods for obtaining money falsely through the use of swindles, frauds, dishonest gambling, etc. When I read the definition of grift, my first initial thought was that TPUSA conference. And her second Freudian slip. Once her husband was assassinated is interesting.
My husband, he deeply mattered on a multitude of levels, so much so that it proved even more once he was assassinated how much of a peacemaker he was.
Once implies something that was expected. Are these just a slip of the tongue or admission? A grieving widow that no one should be speaking about shouldn't be on stage with Nicki Minaj. Especially when Nicki Minaj says this.
They are young men. You have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president, assassin.
She's calling JD Vance what? And a role model. What's really going on, y'all?
And be on stage with Nicki Minaj. Especially when Nicki Minaj says this.
They are young men. You have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president, assassin, JD Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
If y'all don't see this being a concern, that's a concern. Why would you say those words in front of a grieving widow? Of all words she should have chose and could have chose, why is she saying those words to a grieving widow? You have to ask yourself, what is going on? The slips are interesting. She could have chose any other word instead of that in front of a grieving widow.
our handsome, dashing president, assassin, JD Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so did I. Yes, we did.
She said you can say anything. She's laughing. She's saying it's fine. We need to laugh at it. The spouse was taken out. You forgave. And you got to remember this too. You forgave of the alleged person that took your husband out. But you were big mad at Candace Owen. You were mad at Candace Owen for doing the deep dives in regards to what happened to your spouse, your husband. Some of this stuff is not making any sense. Nicki could have said any word, but she said that word. Many people are questioning her grieving. Why choose that word? But you're laughing at it, saying it's okay. It's not okay. Why would you say, I get it, I'm in mourning, and I'm still in mourning? Why are none of those words being said? And you're saying, I love you, I love you. What? I'm telling y'all, some of these people will push this narrative and play in your face. What Big Matt means that she is upset with Candace for doing deep dives in regards to what happened to her husband. And remember, Candace said in the beginning, ERIKA KIRK was listening to Candace. Then she started getting mad when Candace started doing more investigations on the company. Let's continue.
you're young men. You have amazing role models like our dashing president, assassin, JD Vance, our vice.
Trust me, I know it's trolling. I know stuff, y'all. I'm not dumb over here. That's why I get almost 500,000 millions of views per month. I'm far from being dumb. I know it's trolling.
And be on stage with Nicki Minaj.
Thank you for the
Especially when
gifted.
Nicki Minaj said,
Thank you for the gifted. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's keep the gifted coming. Let's keep the super chats coming, y'all. $2, $5. Let's keep the super chats coming. It's the holidays. Love on your girl. Let's continue. Thank you for the gifted. I appreciate you.
and be on stage with Nicki Minaj. Especially when Nicki Minaj says this.
They are young men. You have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president, assassin, JD Vance, our vice president. When I say that,
Trust
Be kind in the comments. Don't be rude. Be kind in the comments. Go do your weird stuff on your page. Don't be rude to people. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the gifted. Thank you.
our handsome, dashing president, assassin, JD Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so try. Yes, we did. I love you.
ERIKA totally understands her. Of course she does, because they both are just saying what they mean. Unintentionally, that is. And if you want to tell me to stop speaking because she's a grieving widow, well then I'm sorry. A grieving widow should not be on stage endorsing JD Vance. You know, her husband's friend. She loves to always mention her husband, so it makes it okay in what she is doing.
We are going to get my husband's friend, JD Vance, elected for 48 and the most resounding way possible.
Because if y'all did not know, people were stating that Charlie Kirk was on track for the presidency. Not saying it was this next 4 years or the 4 years after that, but they had stated allegedly he was on track to the presidency, or he wanted to be in the presidency, to be in that position. But everyone's saying, some people did not know who he was unless there was a clip that went viral and it was problematic. Let's continue.
Of course she does, because they both are just saying what they mean. Unintentionally, that is. And if you want to tell me to stop speaking because she's a grieving widow, well then I'm sorry. A grieving widow should not be on stage endorsing JD Vance. You know, her husband's friend. She loves to always mention her husband, so it makes it okay in what she is doing.
We are going to get my husband's friend, JD Vance, elected for 48 and the most resounding way possible.
So yeah, the only reason that people are talking about ERIKA KIRK, or the reason I'm talking about ERIKA KIRK, is because of all the clips I see of her, because she is everywhere. For all the people leaving comments like, leave this woman alone, yikes, is there nothing else to talk about? Do you not realize that she's the one who has put herself out there? Because mind you, a few months back, I had no idea who ERIKA KIRK was. I really didn't know who Charlie Kirk was either. Never heard of TPUSA, but now I do because she's everywhere, press touring. ERIKA KIRK's Grieving Widow Tour is why people are analyzing, speaking, observing what she does, what she has done. She's in the spotlight, she's in the headlines. Yes, we have every right to talk about it. So let's talk about her actions and words some more, shall we? As most of you have probably heard by now, there was like a TPUSA huge conference this past weekend. And let's talk about some of her Freudian slips. A Freudian slip is an unintentional error in speech that actually reveals your true, hidden, unconscious thoughts. First, we have the grifter.
Despite the devastating loss of Charlie Kirk, my incredible husband at UVU, Caleb persisted with the same grit.
Please hit the subscribe button, you guys. We're trying to hit 50K by next month. Please hit subscribe and turn on your notification. Thank you. Continue to get the likes up, everyone. Continue to get the likes up. For the next clip is coming. Continue to get the likes up. The likes should match the views. 891 and 71 likes. Grabbing this tea. Let's hit the like button, please, and thank you. Let's get the likes up. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate everyone. Let's get the likes up. Thank you.
A long day.
Oh, ERIKA, honey, I think you had it right the first time around. The meaning of grift is a group of methods for obtaining money falsely through the use of swindles, frauds, dishonest gambling, etc. When I read the definition of grift, my first initial thought was that TPUSA conference. And her second...
Thanks for subscribing.
Gambling, etc. When I read the definition of grift, my first thought was that TPUSA conference. And her second Freudian slip, once her husband was assassinated, is interesting.
My husband, he deeply mattered on a multitude of levels, so much so that it proved even more once he was assassinated how much of a peacemaker he was.
Once implies something that was expected. Are these just a slip of the tongue or admission? A grieving widow that no one should be speaking about shouldn't be on stage with Nicki Minaj. Especially when Nicki Minaj says this.
They are young men. You have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president, assassin, JD Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so try. Yes, we did. I love you.
ERIKA totally understands her. Of course she does, because they both are just saying what they mean. Unintentionally, that is. And if you want to tell me to stop speaking because she's a grieving widow, well then I'm sorry. A grieving widow should not be on stage endorsing JD Vance. you know, her husband's friend. She loves to mention her husband, so it makes it okay in what she is doing.
We are going to get my husband's friend, J.D. Vance, elected for 48 and the most resounding way possible.
So yeah, the only reason that people are talking about ERIKA KIRK, or the reason I'm talking about ERIKA KIRK, is because of all the clips I see of her, because she is everywhere. For all the people even...
Okay, so let's continue. Like the video, like the video. Please hit the subscribe button. Let's continue. Hold on one second. Hang in there. I won't talk about that. I want to, but I got to keep it. Like the video.
And Nicki Minaj told y'all who she was, not once, not twice, not 3 times, a lot of times. And this time with a megaphone. Can y'all hear her now? I was not surprised to see that Nicki Minaj turned up at Turning Point USA, cozying up to white supremacy. And she's telling young men all across America, don't be like Gavin Newsom, be like Donald Trump. None of that surprises me.
Hello.
Of course she wants young men to be like Donald Trump, because they would be more like her husband and her brother.
Oh my!
I told
y'all. People are talking about Nicki, husband, and the brother. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip. So then we have Amber that's giving love and support, because you got to remember they were trying to push Amber down people's throat, and Amber is supporting. So you got to realize sometimes these celebrities are doing this for money. Sometimes these celebrities are doing this for money. They need the money. They're becoming not as relevant. They're having problems financially. They're having concerns with bills. Some of these celebrities are doing things for money, and they mention. So they'll go over to do XYZ. Look at the necklace Amber has. When have you ever known for her to support prior to when she was seeking relevancy? We haven't known for Amber to support this until she probably needed relevancy or money or attention. Same with Nicki. Is it money? Is it attention? They can believe whatever they want to believe, but some of these people are in and having concerns, and women are speaking out, but you're supporting that. Okay, let's continue. I'm not fooled. I'm not fooled. I don't really like what this guy has to say.
What does Thanksgiving look like? It looked like this. What is our vice president-elect? 1 heartbeat away from the presidency. What does his Thanksgiving look like?
So he's insulting what
JD like this.
JD Vance Thanksgiving picture look like. Man, stop it.
It looked like this.
Stop it. The vice president's Thanksgiving picture can look like whatever he wants it to look like. There's no problem in regards to, because see, people want it to be an issue who JD Vance is married to. They're trying to push that narrative too. They would rather allege, people are talking about, because you got to understand, we're going to talk about what people are talking about, because some people don't know. So I have to sometimes educate y'all. About a month ago, ERIKA KIRK gave JD Vance a hug. It was an event. She hugged him. She put her hands in the back of his head, and she rubbed his hair. So many people were calling out ERIKA, and they were calling out JD, and they were saying, we understand, R.A.P. to Charlie, you know, she's seeking that hug from a man, just showing support. But many people were like, girl, I would hug my man and put your hand in his hair. And then ERIKA made a joke about it at the event, stating, oh, some of these people need a hug. So certain things ERIKA's making fun of because she's done it. ERIKA wants certain things to have media, so the media attention will shift off of Candace. Some of these celebrity or well-known people, they want to do things so this will trend, that will trend. She's not dumb. Let's be very clear. She's not dumb. She's not dumb. Let's continue.
Across ERIKA KIRK with a BBL and a 70-inch bust down. Nicki Minaj said across ERIKA KIRK with a BBL and a 70-inch bust down U-part wig and told her that she just doesn't understand why Black women would tear down white women for their appearance, especially when Black women have never been appraised for their appearance. And she doesn't feel like she needs a blonde hair and blue eyes to be down in order for her to feel beautiful. Nicki, what the are you talking about? Black women are the beauty blueprint, babe. We don't need any women to feel torn down in order to feel beautiful. We just feel beautiful.
Thank you. So she basically said the same thing I said. Love yourself, respect yourself, and do what you want to do. Period. Love yourself, respect yourself, and do what you want to do.
Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on. For 18-year-old black girls, I don't think that songs that are talking about like
Genitalia
is exactly. I don't know which one wrote that song. Which one was it?
I think it was Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, that's right.
It wasn't Ben.
But by the way, the role models of the 1940s and 50s for Black America were completely different.
So it is a representation issue.
Hold on a second. No, not representation. It's who do you get your art? It's what values are they putting forward? For example, more times than not, black politicians will lament the condition of America. It's systemically racist. It's terrible. What does that do to a 14-year-old black kid if you just find that you hear that everything is rigged against you? Instead, they should be saying, hey, there might be some barriers, but if you believe in yourself enough, you can achieve in this country. It creates a form of social conditioning of low expectations, and that's not my argument. You know whose argument that is? Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on a second. I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old black girls. I don't think that songs that are talking about like glorifying wet female genitalia is exactly. I don't know which one wrote that song. Which one was it?
I think it was Ben Shapiro.
Yeah,
it wasn't
right.
Ben.
Yeah, but by the way, the role models of the 1940s and 50s for Black America were completely different.
So it is a representation issue.
Hold on a second. No, not representation. It's who do you get your art from? It's what values are they putting forward? For example, more times than not, black politicians will lament the condition of America. It's systemically racist. It's terrible. What does that do to a 14-year-old black kid if you just find that you hear that everything is rigged against you? Instead, they're saying, hey, there might be some barriers, but if you believe in yourself enough, you can achieve in this country. It creates a form of social conditioning of low expectations, and that's not my argument. You know whose argument? Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj.
So then he said, you know who argument that was? He stated it was Obama. And this is the biggest thing. Back then, many people looked up to Barack other than, well, it was the last year he made comments, and he was trying to push Kamala in regards to becoming president. That's what he was trying to push. And we get why he was pushing that, because we see there's a lot of good that's being done in America, but there's a lot of things that's being concerning. There's a lot of things that's concerning. It's in our face. Don't talk about this. Why do y'all want that release? Then they had said, check this out. Y'all remember this? Then they had said there is no files. What? What, girl? What are you talking about? Y'all ran on releasing the files. Y'all ran on releasing the files. So if they're not talking about supporting the women that are alleged having concerns, what organization are you connecting yourself to? Why are they not? And why did they not? Did they talk about the files? Did they talk about the pictures? Did they talk about some of these people and some of these men being very gross? What are they doing to support women that are having concerns? Go back and listen to ex-employees of this company. Go back and listen to ex-employees from this month talk about this company. What they say that's being put in front of you is not what's alleged happening behind the scenes. I don't know what's happening behind the scenes. I wouldn't even go for one day. No, thank you. They're stating that some of these people are on NDAs. They're stating that people that were at that college are under NDAs. So some of them now can't speak. We're going to try and pay attention to the trial. We're going to see what exhibits are there. We're going to pay attention to the exhibits. We're going to wonder if anything was missing from those exhibits. You really got to pay attention. If this man was worried, RIP to Charlie Kirk, I did not believe in what he thought, felt. Some of the things he said was concerning, but he should not have passed away. If this is what's happening to people when they have the speech that they have, that's a concern. It is. And that's what I'm addressing. Many people are talking about the wife and how she speaks, how she's acting. Sometimes she's smiling. Did y'all see the video I want to say 2 weeks after he passed, he was basically like, I'm so excited. We have so much material. What? People are not worried about the material, girl, sis, lady. People are worried about what happened to your spouse and why he got taken out like that. And was it an entrance or an exit? We're also wondering why the scene of where he passed was changed. We're also wondering why the scene of where he passed was taped off. We're also wondering why. Did y'all notice? Some people may know. Did y'all know from this event they took a similar tent? I don't know if it was the same tent where he passed. Do you know they took that tent and they had people taking pictures under it? Did y'all know that? I'll try and do a short, but people are talking about that. They're stating in the tent alleged, it might be a different tent. They're saying the tent of where he passed or a similar tent of him passing, people are going under the tent smiling and taking pictures. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. Certain people mourn different. When we look at past women that lost their husbands, that were well known, when we see those women mourn, we really feel for that spouse. Many people keep calling out ERIKA because they're calling out ERIKA. And then they're allegedly bringing up who she dated. But remember, ERIKA had said, she said it out of her own mouth. She didn't date for those 5 years, but then they brought up pictures of the boyfriends that she had. So why are you lying about dating? Why not just say I dated, it wasn't a great experience. I hung out with people, wasn't a great experience. Why not be open and honest about your dating history? And then state she didn't consume alcohol, but then we see pictures of her sipping on a show. We see her in pictures and, taking pictures of and holding up the glass. Sis, the internet pulled up stuff about her. Why not be open and honest is all I'm saying. She can say what she want to say, but then when people figure it out and they think that she's lying about things, that's a concern. That's a concern. There's about 714 in the building. Please hit subscribe. And remember, my page is a little different. Be respectful. In the comments, please be respectful. So here, nobody's lying. There's things that she said, and there's shorts out there of her saying she didn't date and she didn't drink. But there's pictures out there. They thought that some of those pictures would be scrubbed from the internet, but they're still there. So let's continue.
Songs that are talking about like glorifying wet female genitalia exactly. I don't know which one wrote that song. Which one was it?
I think it was Ben Shapiro.
It wasn't Ben.
Right. Yeah, but by the way, the role models of the 1940s and 50s for Black America were completely different.
So it is a representation issue.
Hold on a second. No, not representation. It's who do you get your art from? It's what values are they putting forward? For example, more times than not, Black politicians will lament the condition of America. It's systemically racist. It's terrible. What does that do to a 14-year-old Black kid if you just find that you hear that everything is rigged against you? Instead, they should be saying, hey, there might be some barriers, but if you believe in yourself enough, you can achieve in this country. It creates a form of social conditioning of low expectations, and that's not my argument. You know whose argument that is? Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is...
Okay, so why are these two people talking about African American and we don't see too many African Americans around them? You guys, most of the different cultures, like when people talk about the culture and race, and we're not even in the room. Mind your business. R.I.P. to Charlie Kirk, but mind your business. We're fine over here. We're educated over here, and we get our advice from others. You can't push a narrative trying to educate us when we know. We learned it from our grandparents, our parents, our mothers, our fathers, our aunts, our uncles. We're good over here. So certain cultures and race, for some odd reason, certain cultures and race want to look like us. They want to dance like us. They want to sound like us. They want to have smiles like us. They want to have lips like us. They want to have behinds like us. But they don't want the problems like us. Real talk. Real talk. They don't want to have the problems like us. So you can't tell me certain cultures and race aren't trying to look like another culture and race. It's just not African American. They're trying to look like other cultures and race other than their culture and race that they are. So let's continue.
I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president.
I know that you are getting a lot of backlash from your own industry. What is your reaction to that?
I didn't notice. We're the cool kids.
Congrats, Nicki Minaj. It's a great performance. Great performance. You gotta give credit where credit's due. She did a great performance. I don't believe her applehead ass believe half the shit she just said. I don't think she do. Black community. You got black celebrities who wear the black.
So there's that. Like the video, fair use reaction clip.
Minaj, but she know how to get people to talk, don't she? All I've seen up and down my timeline today, every other post, Nicki Minaj don't like the gays.
See, and then that's another thing too. Be careful who you insult. People can love who they want to love. They can be whoever they want to be with. Just don't insult people. Don't insult this race. Don't insult this couple. Don't insult people in general. Some of these people want to be certain cultures and race. Certain people are trying to be that, and you can't act like when you see certain children dance in a certain way that video won't trend viral. A lot of us aren't dumb. We see what's happening. We see what people are trying to look like and be like. They're trying to be like certain cultures and race. It's not just the African American race. It's a lot of people are trying to be something who they're not grown up to be. We see it. And see, certain people will say, oh, victim mentality. Baby, a lot of us are strong in mind, body, soul, and spirit. And we're not going to let a lot of people try and put us down, act like we're not smart and bright. There are a lot of African American people that are wealthy. Have y'all been to certain cities that have big mansions and homes? Not everybody was struggling. Some of us have grandparents that did right, and they're financially wealthy. People choose what they want to learn. People choose if they want to educate themselves and go to school. People choose if they want to be lazy. People choose certain things. And there's certain people that have a hard time putting on their bootstraps, because in the city that they've been in, there's churches, there's corner stores. You got to be able to push through the environment that you live in. You have to be able to push through. Some kids can't go to college. Some kids have to stay there, help the mother, help the father. But you can't tell me if a certain culture race, because I don't want people to say, well, she's that, and we can hear it in her voice, and she wants everybody to believe. No, certain cultures and race won't be able to get a job that they apply for if they're educated or not. Certain cultures and race won't be able to get a job. Stop playing. You have to work even harder when you're a certain culture and race. Real talk. Real talk. Our parents dealt with it. A lot of us at a certain age are dealing with it. And our young children even deal with it. That certain people are favored more than other people. But you can't tell me these celebrities aren't out here trying to push a narrative down certain people's faces. You have to believe in what you have to believe in. And the biggest thing is try and walk in love. A lot of us laugh at people when they try to insult the race or culture, but they try to so look like us in other cultures and race as well. You'll see people that's wearing XYZ. They're wearing XYZ outside of their own culture and race. And trust and believe, you can wear whatever you want to do. You can put an outfit on however you want to do it. You can get a BBL. You can have your chest done, whatever. You can do whatever you want over here. But don't try and insult a culture or race when you're trying to look like that every day. Don't try and insult a culture or a race when you're trying to look like that, be like that, and talk like that, and dance like that. What? What are we doing over here? And then you have to realize some of these pages say the K's and the J's, the Kardashians, and many, what was it? Who was it? Was it was a guy that said he's blaming the Kardashians for how some of these women looks and behinds. Many women look like that. The mothers, the aunts look like that. And certain these celebrities, it's not just the K's and the J's. Certain celebrities pay a lot of money to try and look like that, and they think they look natural, and we know it's not. Certain people pay a lot of money to look a certain way, to push a certain narrative. So you got to realize my page is a little different. I was doing hot topics, trending topics, talking about celebrity. Then I started going in regards to Donald Trump and what he was talking about. Now ERIKA KIRK is trending, and so is now Nicki trending. Nicki alleged people are saying there were some little financial concerns and she needed that money. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. And certain cultures are strong within their culture and race. And they're not going to let another culture and race put them down or shade them. And that's why I say certain cultures and race. I can defend our culture and race. Some of y'all are smart enough to know I can defend our culture and race, but I don't need to do that. So just believe in what you want to believe in. Stay strong in what you want to stay strong in. I guess JD Vance made a comment that he likes Nicki. But Nicki said, what about JD Vance? That in itself is concerning.
Really glad to see this. House and Habit, also Jessica Krause, she had posted House and Habit is being called out in her comment section, and I'm actually glad to see this. House and Habit, also Jessica Krause, she had posted this video. She wrote, the world's #1 podcaster dancing, mocking days after Hanukkah massacre in Bondi Beach killed 16 people, one of them a 10-year-old girl. Like, what? Did that cross anyone's mind when they saw the intro to Candace's video? Probably not. This is just such a reach, and it's honestly dangerous because just igniting more hate. And this comment section did not disappoint. Anna Rose wrote, I'm an Australian who loves and follows you, Jess, but Candace dancing to this music in no way, no how to what we just endured here in Australia. Islamic extremists shockingly murdered 15 people on the beach due to their own religious ideas.
Okay, I'm very cautious about talking about people passing away. If you want to hear more of that type of stuff, you can go on certain pages.
We love a good full circle moment, don't we? Yes, absolutely. And one thing the internet is going to forever do is pull up a local receipt. We love a good full circle moment. The man done got up here while he was still alive and said that you are not a good role model for the 18-year-old girls, so on and so forth. And you know what? The worst part is that he's not even wrong. Hate to be agreeing with the man, but he did not lie. And I will not lie. What he said is not false, but that's really besides the point, because it's like, when did a rapper ever sign up and say that they was obligated to be a role model for you? Like, it's your life, boo. They're not responsible for that at all. But that's, like I said, a different mind you, this.
And certain rappers are to push a narrative. You gotta be careful when looking at these celebrities, trying to dress like a celebrity or sound like a celebrity. You gotta be careful of the music you even listen to. You have to protect yourself from certain things. That's known. You gotta protect yourself from certain things. So, well wishes to ERIKA. She's called out, and it's things that she's done, she said, and maybe it's nerves of what ERIKA is saying and doing. So certain people are just now coming in. Maybe it's nerves. And ERIKA's slipping. Maybe it's not on purpose. But people are constantly saying, you wanted to be in this position, not in this position. So let's watch the clip again.
Like, leave this woman alone. Yikes, is there nothing else to talk about? Do you not realize that she's the one who has put herself out there? Because mind you, a few months back, I had no idea who ERIKA KIRK was. I really didn't know who Charlie Kirk was either. Never heard of TPUSA, but now I do because she's everywhere press touring. ERIKA KIRK's Grieving Widow Tour is
Good
why
morning.
people are analyzing, speaking, observing what she does, what she has done. She's in the spotlight, she's in the headlines. Yes, we have every right to talk about it. So let's talk about her actions and words some more, shall we? As most of you have probably heard by USA huge conference this past weekend. And let's talk about some of her Freudian slips. A Freudian slip is an unintentional error in speech that actually reveals your true, hidden, unconscious thoughts. First, we have the grifter.
Despite the devastating loss of Charlie Kirk, my incredible husband at UVU, Caleb has persisted with the same gift. Grit. It has been a long day.
Oh, ERIKA, honey, I think you had it right the first time around. The meaning of grift is a group of methods for obtaining money falsely through the use of swindles, frauds, dishonest gambling, etc. When I read the definition of grift, my first initial thought was that TPUSA conference. And her second Freudian slip, once her husband was assassinated, is interesting.
My husband, he deeply mattered on a multitude of levels, so much so that it proved even more once he was assassinated how much of a peacemaker he was.
Once implies something that was expected. Are these just a slip of the tongue or admission? A grieving widow that no one should be speaking about shouldn't be on stage with Nicki Minaj. Especially when Nicki Minaj says this.
They are young men. You have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president.
So do you think Turning Point regrets having Nicki on stage? Press 1. Do you think Turning Point regrets having Nicki on stage? Press 2. If you think they were happy having Nicki on stage, if you think they're happy she was on stage, press 2. Regret, press 1. Happy, press 2.
Peacemaker he was.
Once implies something that was expected. Are these just a slip of the tongue or admission? A grieving widow that no one should be speaking about shouldn't be on stage with Nicki Minaj. Especially when Nicki Minaj says this.
They are young men. You have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president, assassin, J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did. I love you.
ERIKA totally understands her. Of course she does, because they both are just saying what they mean. Unintentionally, that is. And if you want to tell me to stop speaking because she's a grieving widow, well then I'm sorry. A grieving widow should not be on stage endorsing J.D. Vance. You know, her husband's friend. She loves to always mention her husband, so it makes it okay in what she is doing.
We are going to get my husband's friend, J.D. Vance, elected for 48 and the most resounding way possible.
So yeah, the only reason that people are talking about ERIKA KIRK, or the reason I'm talking about ERIKA KIRK, is because of all the clips I see of her, because she is everywhere. For all the people leaving comments like, leave this woman alone.
Okay, so let's go to this. Let's go to what some of the things Nicki talked about. Hold on one second. Let's go to some of the clips where Nicki was talking on stage. Like the video, fair use reaction clip. Like the video as our guys are coming in. Like I said, do you think they're happy that they had Nicki on stage, or do you think they regretted it? Okay, I think this one's playing her song. So I got to let that play out.
Some fun words for Governor Newsom. I have to read these tweets because they're amazing and they are so funny. Okay, first one, we'll do this one. Unless you want to read it in your own voice. I think it'd be really great. Okay.
Now she's trying to have Nicki read something about Gavin.
It only gets worse from here for you, buddy. It's the end of the road for you, my love. Get on the nearest jet ski and let that beautiful hair blow in the wind. It'll make you happier than this race you will not win. Enjoy life. Peace.
Okay. One more.
Why not? Imagine being the guy running on wanting to see trans.
You had some fun words for
kids. Haha, not even a trans adult would run on that. Normal adults wake up and think they want to see healthy, safe, happy kids. Not Gav. The Gav nots. Gav not in. Gav out. Send in the next guy. I'm bored.
So I'm just gonna let you rip. Like, I want you to say whatever you want to say, Mr. Newsom.
Dear Newscum, we don't have a problem cleaning up the scum if we have to. Please tread lightly. That's what I would say to Gabby Poo. Kids. Haha, not even a trans adult.
Next
With regard to the current administration, what has been...
Like the video. There's about 499 in the building. If all 499 can please subscribe. Please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification. Let's continue.
To the current administration, what has been maybe the biggest surprise for you, or something that you just really has been put on your heart that you've learned about our president and our vice president?
Well, I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president.
Good morning.
I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given so many people hope that there's a chance to beat the bad guys and to win with your head held high and your integrity intact.
With regard to the current administration.
Let's get to the next clip. I have to stop it, play it. Like the video as you guys come in. Please hit the subscribe button. If all 491 hit subscribe, that'll be an amazing day for us. Please, let's get the likes up, you guys. We should have been at 500 likes already. Let's get the likes up. We had almost 1,000 people in here. The likes should already be at 1,000. Please like the video. Let's get the likes up. It pushes into the algorithm. Hitting the like button is free. Super chats are welcome. $2, $5. Gifteds are welcome. $2, $5. But hitting the like button is free. Let's continue with the next clip.
He's from Queens, New York, like me. So, but what it's shown me personally is sometimes, you know, even in the worst feeling times in your life, you think that you're never going to come back from it. But you do. And our president shows that. He's been through every single thing a person could be through publicly. Having to constantly be lied on. It's not really that funny. Until you are in that person's shoes that's being lied on, you'll never understand what it feels like. That person is a human being. They have a family who has to read those lies. And it's just not fair. But this administration is full of, he's from Queens, New York, like.
Let's get to the next clip. Do you think they're happy that she was on stage, or do you think they regret it? Press 1 if you think that they're happy she was on stage, or 2, do you think they regret it? Let's go to the next clip. Like the video. There's many fans of Nicki. There's many fans of possibly of ERIKA. R.I.P. to Charlie Kirk. A lot of us did not believe in what he thought and what he felt, but many people are wondering, why didn't some of his high-profile people help him in his time of need if he was concerned about being taken out? That's the big question. Why wasn't the ambulance there? It's being reported that ERIKA allegedly has his phone? Why isn't the phone still in FBI's custody? Maybe they gather all the information off his phone. But we're going to pay very close attention to this court case. And if things are missing, not making no sense, why aren't we getting more updates on the case? That's a concern too.
People with heart and soul. And they make me proud of them. Our vice president, he makes me, well, I love both of them. But they're both powerful men, smart, strong, all of that. But both of them have a very uncanny ability to be someone that you relate to. I can relate to them. When I hear them speak, I know that they're one of us. Like, I know that they're not. Don't you guys agree? They haven't lost touch of the world. You know, they're still connected to the world and what's happening in the world, with the younger people and older people, with the richer people and not so rich people. They have the ability to still connect of people with heart and soul. And they make me proud of them. Our vice president, he makes me, well, I love both of them. But they're both powerful men, smart, strong, all of that. But both of them have a very uncanny ability to be someone that you relate to. I can relate to them. When I hear them speak, I know that they're one of us. Like, I know that they're not. Don't you guys agree? They haven't lost touch of the world. You know, they're still connected to the world and what's happening in the world, with the younger people and older people, with the richer people and not so rich people. They have the ability to still connect.
So many people are wondering, how much was she paid? Many people are wondering, how much was she paid? And anybody that hit that stage, how much they were paid? So this is Nicki. Nicki Minaj shares a new photo after recent sit-down interview with ERIKA KIRK. Celebrities love attention too, y'all. Celebrities love attention. They love it. They love it. They feed off. How do you think they become the celebrity that they are unless they're doing XYZ to get attention, the money, chasing the bag? You got to be careful of the celebrities you listen to, because there's a narrative that they're trying to put out. You got to really think about it. There's Hollywood and Hollyweird. You got to be careful what you're listening to, what you're paying attention to. So she's probably, I don't know, on her way somewhere else, or she could be on her way home to her family. Let's continue. Like the video as y'all come in. Like the video as y'all come in. Hold on one second. Because if I'm not mistaken, I saw a clip that said Nicki is on her private jet. I don't think she has a private jet. I don't think she has, but if she does, that's her business. I don't think she has a private jet. But this is her enjoying her time, flying wherever she's flying. We don't know if she's flying home. We don't know if she's flying to another place to do a speaking event. We don't know. But many people are questioning her speaking at all at the event. Like the video. Yes, I got covered because there's certain things I don't want to show. And I have to make sure things are YouTube friendly. Like the video as you guys come in. So we're going to just go back. We're just going to go back. Like the video as you guys come in. We're going to go back. Like the videos you guys come in.
Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on a second. I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old black girls. I don't think that songs that are talking about, like, glorifying wet female genitalia is exactly. I don't know which one wrote that song. Which one was it?
I think it was Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Wasn't Ben.
But by the way, the role models of the 1940s and 50s for Black America were completely different.
So it is a representation issue.
Hold on a second. No, not representation. Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
So there was a video. I'm gonna see. It might be too far down for me to find it. Many people were wondering, why did Nicki choose to speak up on behalf of? And you have to understand, we're in America, it's her choice. But many people have called it out, and you got to be careful and watch what's going to happen in regards to the next 2 to 3 years, next 3 years. What other celebrity is going to, because you got to remember, she's made comments before, what other celebrity are going to tie to? And if you guys don't think certain things are a distraction, they are. Certain things are a distraction. If that weekend nobody spoke about the files, the pictures, or coming together with the victims, that in itself should tell you that there's a concern. Real talk. If none of them spoke about, and then they had people on stage that didn't like each other, and they were shading each other. Did y'all notice that about the weekend? And many people may not have noticed that. They had people over the weekend shade each other in regards to their thoughts and beliefs. So hold on one second. Like the videos you guys come in. And maybe I'll do that. Hold on. Like the videos you guys come in. Let's see. Like the videos you guys come in. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Hold on. Like the videos you guys come in. Keep things you, because there's certain things I don't know or talk about. And sometimes you got to remember, some of these people on some of these videos, it be concerning. So let's do that. Let's do that. Okay.
New scum. Yes. See, dear young man, you have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president. And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance.
Now, of all words she can choose, why choose that word in regards to a woman that just lost her husband? Like the video. Of all words Nicki could have chose, why did she choose that word in front of that woman?
Don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why is ERIKA KIRK still talking? Why is she in front of cameras? Why is she inviting all of us to just have a field day with how weird this whole thing is, man? Like, I don't want to talk about this. I'm sure a lot of you don't want to hear about this, but here we are. So ERIKA KIRK had this giant TPUSA event, the first, like, giant TPUSA event since Charlie was killed. And, like, they're still doing it. You would think after the 5,000 criticisms about the fucking pyrotechnics and making that shit look like WrestleMania, you would think at some point they'd be like, all right, you know what? Let's reel it in a little bit. Let's not have the fucking sparklers and the pyrotechnics and the fucking LED lights and make it look like some superstar shit. It's a little bit bizarre, and given the fact that they should probably be solemn since Charlie's no longer with us. But no, they keep leaning into it. She's wearing like a fucking 1970s disco outfit. It literally looks like she's wearing a disco ball. They skinned a disco ball alive and glued it to her. She's out there sparkling, fucking blinding everybody in the front row. It's so bizarre. But that was when she gave her speech. This is a different portion here, which I'm about to show you. Here she's dressed like a Klansman for some reason. I don't understand why. But so this people are calling this the greatest Freudian slip, maybe of all time. So watch this. Here we go.
Despite the devastating loss of Charlie Kirk, my incredible husband at UVU, Caleb has persisted with the same grit. It has been a long day. Trust me, you're not a grifter, honey. It's all good.
Oh boy, is that too on the nose. That's exactly fucking right. This is one of our top grifters. I mean, gift people? What were...
Despite the devastating loss of Charlie Kirk, my incredible husband at UVU, Caleb has persisted with the same gift. Grit. It has been a long day. Trust me, you're not a grifter, honey. It's all good.
Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe the fact that you got fundraising like 5 minutes after Charlie's fucking head got blown off. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why people call you grifters. Then we have this. So Republicans Against Trump points out here, speaking Thursday at the opening of Turning Point's America Fest conference. Eric?
This was from YouTube. I don't agree with the comment in regards to the head. That's not okay. It's not okay. But people have to understand, people are frustrated with comments from ERIKA. People are frustrated from comments with Nicki. So, RIP to Charlie. That comment wasn't okay. I have to call out stuff when I have to call out stuff. He's a well-known YouTuber. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip.
KIRK said the Turning Point USA organization will work to elect J.D. Vance president in 2028. Quote, we are going to get my husband's friend, J.D. Vance, elected for 48 in the most resounding way possible, KIRK said. Okay, we're not even a year into Trump's second term. We're not even a year into it. Why are you at the first TPUSA event going, we're going to make this guy president? What? You do know part of the conspiracy is that you and him are boinking, right? You do know part of the conspiracy is you and him are bumping uglies and that Charlie's in the way and Usha Vance in the way. You do know that, right? You do know that, right? And here you are going, yeah, we're going to elect J.D. Vance even though we're fucking 3 years out from the election. What? By the way, remember this? Remember this? Remember this video?
It's a video of her hugging and rubbing his hair. Let's continue.
Turning Point USA recreated the moment Charlie Kirk was executed at their convention for people to take selfies with. Anyone else find this strange? And this person says, they're doing shit not even his biggest haters would think of. How is this a thing? How did you guys think this was okay, bro? Watch this.
You can see from behind me, this is a recreation of the tent where Charlie Kirk lost his life at Utah University.
I told y'all they did a recreation of where he lost his life. I told y'all.
This was okay, bro. Watch this.
And you can see from behind me, this is a recreation of the tent where Charlie Kirk lost his life at Utah University in September, and people are taking selfies with it.
That is so fucking disturbing. So here we are. Every time I think she can't go lower, she's gone lower.
So disturbing. Who puts up a tent like where your husband was taken out? I told y'all they did that. Who puts up the tent so people can take pictures of a scene where your husband was taken out? Where they do that at? A normal grieving wife is not going to put up a tent where what happened to your husband was so disgusting. They put up a tent for people to take pictures under and smile like this is a normal situation. RIP. This man is not at home sitting, being around his children. This man is gone. But they put up a tent so people can take selfies and pictures and smile under it like he's still here. Where they do that at? So concerning. So concerning.
Yeah, we're going to elect J.D. Vance even though we're fucking 3 years out from the election. What? By the way, remember this? Remember this? Remember this video? His hands on her hips. She's got her leather pants on, of course. Hands in the hair. Very intimate. Very, very intimate. But honestly, I saved the weirdest thing for last year. Look at this. Turning Point USA recreated the moment Charlie Kirk was executed at their convention for people to take selfies with. Anyone else find this strange? And this person says, they're doing shit not even his biggest haters would think of. How is this a thing? How did you guys think this was okay, bro? Watch this.
And you can see from behind.
So wonder if somebody else recreated it. ERIKA KIRK will be calling them out, saying that's disrespectful. But instead, ERIKA KIRK, the wife, put up a tent where people can take pictures. So disgusting. RIP to Charlie Kirk. He should not have passed away. If he was having concerns, he had people in big high places. Why didn't they protect that man? Why wasn't there an ambulance? Why wasn't there more police present? But then you have the wife that puts up a replica of him passing away and people are taking pictures. Even the most disgusted people would not do that. Where they do that at? And why?
And this person says, they're doing shit not even his biggest haters would think of. How is this a thing? How did you guys think this was okay, bro? Watch this.
And you can see from behind me, this is a recreation of the tent where Charlie Kirk lost his life at Utah University in September, and people are taking selfies with it.
That is so fucking disturbing. So here we are. Every time I think she can't go lower, she's gone lower.
Hit the like. Hit the like. Yes, let's get the likes to 200. Double tap that screen. Hit the like button. Thank you. Who said that? Thank you. Let's get the likes to 200, y'all. I'm bringing y'all TTT early morning Tuesday. The likes should match the views. Early morning Tuesday. I hope y'all have hit subscribe. My page is a little different. That's why I get 500,000 views every month. That's why I get almost 1 million views every month. It depends on when I want to work or not. It depends if I see something. I debunk stuff over here. I try and tell y'all what I see. I don't cover everything. I don't want to cover everything. I have a life outside of, but I try and cover stuff so y'all can understand what is concerning. Them having a tent as a replica of what happened to him, and people are under there taking selfies in a picture. Where they do that at? It's concerning.
She's gone lower. Like, why did she say publicly that JD Vance reminds her of Charlie? Why did she say that?
Yes.
She knows how we're going to react to that. Why would she say that? She said this after he was murdered. Why did JD publicly say that he wants his wife to convert to Christianity, throwing her directly under the bus at the same time? I don't... why did she also on Jesse Waters' chest? Why did she fundraise off of Charlie's murder immediately? Why did she post creepy videos on her social media for holding her dead husband's hand in a casket, getting clout off of his demise? I know I pointed this before, but I have to point it out again. If I got killed, do you think Crystal would post a video like that? Not in a million fucking years. Not in a million years. Not in a million years. Why did she immediately take over Charlie's position at TPUSA? Why is she literally everywhere but with her own children? Like, has she been with her children once since Charlie was killed? Because she's apparently in front of every fucking camera. Every time I scroll through Twitter, it's like, oh shit, here's ERIKA KIRK doing another fucking event. So bizarre. So bizarre. I don't understand.
No, you go find it. You go on your page and talk about what you want to talk about. Don't be disrespectful here. What this one has done, said, the smiles, is everybody saying, is she really grieving? What's really going on? These people just took a picture under where a replica of where he passed. She's doing things and people are saying, is she okay? Is she okay?
Why there's videos of her crying where it's 100% proven that there are no tears.
Being a woman, there was times I did see tears when people were saying there was no tears. But go look up, because they're all talking about her ex-boyfriend. When she says she wasn't dating, go look up the ex-boyfriend, because he's trying to sound like Charlie. That's interesting too. Certain do a video of all the concerns that we're seeing, we're hearing, and things that's going on. Somebody gonna do a video of all the concerns and all the side eyeing people are giving this woman. It is what it is. She's doing it. We're not. She's doing certain things and saying things. We're not. Like the video. Let's get the likes to 200, y'all. There's 555 people in the building. The likes should match the views. Please hit like. Thank you. And if you subscribe, thank you. Let's get the likes to 200, y'all. Thank you. It pushes us into the algorithm. Super chats are welcome, yes. But I'm not going to start until I get $200. I don't say that. I'm not going to start until I get $300. I don't say that. I bring y'all the tea. I bring y'all the TT over here. And thank you for the one that did do the super chat. Please, thank you. People come over here to grab the tea so they can go over to their page, and so they'll know what to say or do. Yeah, the TT, that's right.
You guys tell me. Maybe I'm the bad guy, maybe I'm the asshole, maybe I'm missing something. But bottom line is, you cannot put yourself front and center and then get mad when people react to you being front and center. You know, there's a reason. It's not just the left. It's not just the left. There's a reason why people across the political spectrum are looking at this going, Jesus, what the fuck are we looking at? And that video will now live forever. The video of ERIKA KIRK saying, this is a great grift. That's now going to live forever because it fits too perfectly and everybody.
No one's begging. Do people know how YouTube works? We have to ask for likes. We have to ask for people to subscribe. We do. My page is a little smaller, but you guys have to understand, my page, baby, I'm proud of myself. You're not going to come over here and tell me what to do. Why do people think they can tell people what to do? Go tell your child, your family what to do. You can't come on people's page and tell them what to do. My page, almost a year ago, had 4,000 subscribers. I'm almost at 50K. So people are listening. You can't make me feel bad about asking for subscribers. Thank you if you subscribe, and hitting the like button. This is what people tell us to do for YouTube, because people are gathering the tea, paying attention, and they're going to forget. It just doesn't often pop up. It's interacting. You have to interact with the page. You have to interact with the page. Yes, happy Christmas. Yeah, Christmas time is coming. I can explain if I want. Stop telling people to go on your page. People are weird. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip.
And see it. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time.
People are weird. See, and a lot of people are like to tell people what to do, and it's weird to me. Why be rude in somebody's comments? Okay, so let's continue. Fair use reaction clip. I can say whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. If I want to beg for the next 15 minutes for subscribers and people to hit the like. My page grew from 4,000 to almost 50K. Doing something right. You be quick. Like the video, let's continue. For being here, everyone. Thanks for dealing with the rude comments. Sometimes people are just rude. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip. So many people are calling out ERIKA. Many people are calling out Nicki. Some of the things that Nicki has said.
You had some fun words for Governor Newsom. I have these tweets because they're amazing and they are so funny. Okay, first one, we'll do this one. Unless you want to read it in your own voice, I think it'd be really great. Imagine. So she already had things on her phone to throw shade at Governor Newsom. And mind you, have you noticed I don't really talk about Governor Newsom? What happened in California was devastating. Those people losing their homes was devastating. Them not having proper water and hydrants and the issue of how the fire started. That whole situation, many people covered, many people losing their homes. Devastating. Even homes that were by the ocean, that was by the sea. Those couldn't even get water hoses to save those homes. What happened in California is concerning. The homelessness in California, LA, concerning. Many people before that situation happened might have possibly voted for Gavin Newsom, but since that what happened in LA, people haven't forgotten. And have you noticed a lot of those stories have gone away? Are many of those people able to rebuild their home? Do they have to build those homes within that same value? Are they getting the proper permits? They covered that. If you don't think that that's not concerning, it is concerning. Some of these politicians try and hide what they've done, hide what they've said, hide the actions they've made. There's a lot going on in the world, you guys. And people will try and silence you from what is going on. They'll try and distract you from what is going on. I hope whenever the next election comes, I hope we're all happy and satisfied of who gets put into office. I hope we are all satisfied in who gets put in office. We were concerned when Kamala and Joe was there. Joe had health concerns. That's not much he can do. He tried. He stepped in. We were concerned of what was happening several years ago. He stepped in to help, but then he had health concerns. Now, we often see the man in office is sleeping in meetings. You have, what's his name? You have different departments speaking on different situations, and he sleep at the desk. So not only is Sleepy Joe, there's Sleepy Don as well. Are y'all paying attention? This man is sleeping during meetings. Like the video. Fair use reaction clip. I hope people have subscribed. There's about 459 in the building. Please have subscribed. Thank you for getting the likes to 200. We've been live for hour 33. We should have 500 likes. If I have to start slowing the show down, I will. But I try and give y'all as much content as possible within the hour or two. I'd be asking for super chats and then start the show. I'm not like that. I want people to be educated and understand what's going on. I don't cover everything. I don't have time. I wish I could. But thank you for all that did subscribe. Thank you for all that hit the like button. Thank you for the small super chat I have. Thank you. Let's continue. Fair use.
Being the guy running on wanting to see trans kids. Haha, not even a trans adult would run on that. Normal adults wake up and think they want to see healthy, safe, happy kids. Not gonna have The gab nuts. Gab not in, gab out. Send in the next guy. I'm bored.
You had some fun words for.
So many people are calling out, why would they have her speaking? Why?
And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance.
Yeah, it seems like he doesn't sleep a lot. Many people are saying there's text messages coming from the nighttime when many people feel maybe he should be resting. It is what it is of why he's sleeping. And I often show the pictures of him sleeping in these meetings. And there's a lot of great information that's being given in these meetings, and he's asleep. Because you have to understand, these people have to do a report, and they have to report on what's going on, and then they're in front of the media, and he's asleep. It is what it is in regards to why he's asleep. A lot of us get sleepy throughout the day. We get it. A lot of us get sleepy. He's exhausted. The job he holds is very, very important. And there has been a lot of great things that's been done. There's been a lot of concerning things that's been done. Holding stamps from these people that were approved for the stamps, not wanting to give them the stamps, promising, think about this, promising $2,000. And then his team says, hold up now, promising the $2,000. And then they say, hold up now. And then it might come in the form of income tax time. Hopefully, those people that have been struggling will see that money. Hopefully, people for tax time, they will see that money. Let's continue.
A vice president. Models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I
Why did she choose that word in front of that woman?
say that,
Then she had to hesitate. She didn't think before she spoke. Why say those words to that woman in front of that woman? There's millions and millions of words. Why choose that word in regards to that man? Have you really thought about why is that? It's no words. You understand? Why choose that word? Let's continue.
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine.
You're fine?
Yes, we did. I love you.
She's saying she love her.
I love you. You have to laugh about it, truly. I have been called every single thing.
You have to laugh about that word, y'all. It's a concern.
And you know what? God is so good, you let it roll right off your back.
and you have amazing.
She's on the spot, but she didn't slip up on other things like that. That's a huge concern.
So those of you who know, Charlie was very good about having a surprise for every AmFest, and we are so blessed to have you. We are so grateful. I mean,
Thank you. I'm honored to be here. I am honored to be here. Thank you for having me.
so those of you who know,
So in the comments, do y'all know what gift she gave her? Because I didn't see that. Let me know. Like I told you, I don't see everything. What gift did she give her? Like the videos, y'all. Come in.
hi, hello, how are you? So those of you who know, Charlie was very good about having a surprise for every AmFest, and we are so blessed.
Okay, so I found a video. We may find out what she gave her. Like the video, like the video. Please subscribe. There's about 407 in the building. All 407, please subscribe and hit the notification button. Super chats are welcome. $1, $2. Gifteds are welcome. $1, $2, $5, $10. Let's continue. The like should match the views. Please continue to hit the like button and subscribe.
Blessed to have you. We are so grateful. I mean,
Thank you. To be here. I am honored to be here. Thank you for having me.
love you guys. So we're just gonna dive right into this. you had some fun words for Governor Newsom.
Maybe we're not going to find out. I thought we were about to find out. Like the video. Now they're going to go to Gavin Newsom. Like the video. Like the video.
I have to read these tweets because they're amazing and they are so funny. Okay, first one. We'll do this one. Unless you want to read it in your own voice. I think it'd be really great. Okay.
So they're utilizing ERIKA to shade Gavin Newsom so they can push the narrative of JD Vance.
Oh, Gabby Poo, it only gets worse from here for you, buddy. It's the end of the road for you, my love. Get on the nearest jet ski and let that beautiful hair blow in the wind. It'll make you happier than this race that you will not win. Enjoy life. Peace.
Okay. One more.
Why not? Imagine being the guy wanting to see trans kids. Haha, not even a trans adult would run on that. Normal adults wake up and think they want to see healthy, safe, happy kids. Not Gab. The Gab knocks. Gab not in. Gab out. Send in the next guy. I'm bored.
So I'm just going to let you riff. Like, I want you to say whatever you want to say to Mr. Newsom.
Dear Newscum, we don't have a problem cleaning up the scum if we have to.
Oh, baby. Governor Newsom responded. If I can find it, I'm going to play the clip. Governor Newsom responded to Nicki. Baby, he wasn't playing with Nicki.
Please tread lightly. That's what I would say to Gabby Poo.
So with regard to the current administration, what has been maybe the biggest surprise for you, or something that you just really has been on your heart that you've learned about our president and our vice president?
Well, I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president. He has, I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given so many people hope that there's a chance to beat the bad guys and to...
Yes, Governor Newsom made comments about the people in Nicki's life. He sure did. Governor Newsom made a comment of who is in Nicki's life. Go look it up. Governor Newsom wasn't playing, baby. He wasn't playing. The shade from Governor Newsom's team was real.
And to do it with your head held high and your integrity intact. He's from Queens, New York, me. So, but what it's shown me personally is sometimes, you know, even in the worst feeling times in your life, you think that you're never gonna come back from it, but you do. And our president shows that. He's been through every single thing a person could be through publicly, having to constantly be lied on. It's not really that funny until you are in that person's shoes that's being lied on. You'll never understand what it feels like. That person is a human being. They have a family who has to read those lies, and that's not. And it's just not fair. But this administration is full of people with heart and soul, and they make me proud of them. Our vice president, he makes me. Well, I love both of them, but they're both powerful men, smart, strong, all of that, but both of them have very uncanny ability to be someone that you relate to. I can relate to them. When I hear them speak, I know that they're one of us. Like, I know that they're not. Don't you guys agree? They haven't lost touch of the world. You know, they're still connected to the world and what's happening in the world. The younger people and older people, with the richer people and not so rich people, they have the ability to still connect and be real and make us feel proud to be American.
So why now have you been involved with speaking about politics? What was kind of the turning point for you? Yeah.
What was the turning point? Well, I just got tired of being pushed around. Yeah. Sometimes you just get tired of it and then you realize, wait a minute, something inside of me that's stronger than what's out there. That's right. So when you've had enough, you realize, wait a minute, why do I even care about these people and what they think? Who are they? They don't even know who they are.
Is someone trying to shake my channel? I'm wealthy, bright, and intelligent. I know you ain't calling me broke. I do this for fun. My YouTube check, I haven't even touched in several months. Hello? See how people are really weird and crazy? I haven't touched my YouTube channel check in months. I got loot. I do this for fun to educate people. So be kind in the comments or you will be timed out. Be kind in the comments. I haven't even touched the check in months. People beg for money. And
so I'm not going to back down anymore. I'm not going to back down ever again. Amen. Can the students in the room raise your hand?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Press 3 if you know where you're watching from. Press 3 if you know where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here before where you're watching from. Thanks for being here, everyone. Thanks for being here. Be kind in the comments.
Wow. This question is for you guys. So you guys are very courageous.
Welcome,
and
welcome.
On your campus. Nicki, I know our students feel this way, but why do you think speaking your mind has become so controversial? Because people no longer are using their minds, their brains.
Hello, hello.
So now, just imagine, we're not allowed to have a different opinion. We're not allowed to think out loud anymore. We're not, this is not what the world used to feel like.
Good morning.
And especially for the young people, I don't want them going.
Hello, Canada. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Let's continue. Fair use. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. Please make sure you hit the subscribe and turn on your notification. If you already hit subscribe, thank you. If you already hit like, thank you. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip.
Growing up in a world where they feel like that, I mean, they deserve for their voices to be heard. They have valid feelings and they're thinking about things, and it deserves attention. You know, we should listen to what they're saying. And a world that tells you it's taboo to say something that the masses don't agree with, that's not okay. And we're not gonna have it. And I love this. You know, it's giving the younger people confidence that they will need later on in life. You guys will need it, and you will have it. So I'm rooting for you. Amen. Again, Charlie would always say, it really does not take skill to be courageous. It takes a choice. It takes a decision. And I want to say again, thank you for coming and being courageous and being able to share your heart with us. And the reason why that also holds true sentiment-wise is because I know that you are getting a lot of backlash from your own industry. What is your reaction?
A lot of backlash from the industry. It's things that she said. It's concerning. These celebrities are something else. We're listening because some people don't really know everything that was said. They don't want to listen. I don't know how long. The event was like several days long. So we're clipping so you can understand what said, what's been talked about, the concerns of what's been talked about. There's choices that these celebrities make. Let's continue.
I didn't know. Amen. So right now, just imagine, we're not allowed to have a different opinion anymore. We're not allowed to think out loud anymore. We're not this is not what the world used to feel like. And especially for the young people, I don't want them growing up in a world where they feel like that. I mean, they deserve for their voices to be heard. They have valid feelings and they're thinking about things, and it deserves attention. You know, we should listen to what they're saying. And if you're growing up in a world that tells you it's taboo to say something that the masses don't agree with, that's not okay. And we're not going to have it. And I love this. You know, it's given the younger people confidence that they will need later on in life. You guys will need it, and you will have it. So I'm rooting for you.
Amen. Amen. Again, Charlie would always say, it really does not take skill to be courageous. It takes a choice. It takes a decision. And I want to say again, thank you for coming and being courageous and being able to share your heart with us. And the reason why that also holds true sentiment-wise is because I know that you are getting a lot of backlash from your own industry. What is your reaction to that?
I didn't notice.
Amen. I feel the same way.
Oh, please stop, ERIKA. You've noticed. You noticed because you've made certain comments, you made certain jokes, you have told certain people to stop investigating what happened to the husband. She forgave the person that took her husband out, but she's mad at people investigating what happened to her husband. That's not making any sense. What's going on in the world is concerning. What happened to those young girls is concerning. Go back and look at Candace's video when she had on the brown turtleneck, the white turtleneck. She was talking about traffic lights and traffic. Candace was talking about traffic light and traffic stop. They're probably happy that this event is going on to distract away from what Candace was talking about last week. Brown turtleneck, white turtleneck. Let's continue.
When people are like, what do you think about them? I'm like, I don't think about them.
Bingo. We don't even think about them.
We don't have time to. We're too busy building, right?
Yeah, we're the cool kids.
Okay.
The other people, they're the ones who are still just disgruntled, but really they're just disgruntled with themselves. They are angry with themselves, you guys. So you can't wake up and think about somebody who is determined to just stay mad. I literally tell them, stay mad.
Amen.
Because we're going to stay joyful,
yep,
and peaceful and iconic and smart. Yep. And we're going to stay thinkers. In a world that doesn't want us to think, we will think. By ourselves, on our own, we will continue to think.
Something I know that's really important to you and on your heart, and I personally want to know what inspired you to speak out for the Christians that are being slaughtered in Nigeria.
Well, and that brings me back to our great president and this administration and our great country, that we take for granted that there right now in this world are people who cannot worship God as they please, where they please. We take it for granted because we have it. We can't even imagine not having that right. But every time we pray and fellowship, we have to remember the people that are right now in this world hiding to pray and fellowship. And we have to pray for them. And first of all, Nigeria is a place I've always loved. Someone very dear to me, my pastor, is Nigerian. I have lots of Nigerian barbs. And so hearing that people are being kidnapped, and while they're in church, people are being kidnapped, people are being killed, brutalized, all because of their religion. And that should spark outrage in the great America. And that's what it did. And again, we're not backing down anymore. We are not going to be silenced by the bullies anymore, okay? Know that. Hear that. Receive that, bullies. We won't be silenced ever again. We will speak up for Christians wherever they are in this world. Amen.
Amen. I don't know if you can see this at home, but she is getting a ton of standing ovations.
I love you guys so much. Thank you guys.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let it play. There's a lot of fake Christians out there. There's a lot of fake Christians out there. Old school church, new school church, and this foolery here. There's a lot, because if your employees are being questioned in regards to their morals, what's in your face may not be what's behind the scenes. There's a lot of fake Christians out there. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip.
So going along that.
Thank you. Birds of a feather will flock together. Those birds of a feather are flocking together in your face. If you know, then you know. If you know, then you know. This is so concerning in regards to what is happening higher up. Those pictures of these celebrities with that person. Those pictures of these celebrities with that person. We can't confirm or deny if they ever saw anything, heard anything, but you hanging out with him, birds of a feather are so fun together. Somehow, some way, why aren't they protecting the young from the BS? Why aren't they protecting the young from the situations at hand? If that's not a concern to you, and they're yanking these young children from high school to try and spitch this narrative, go back and listen to the ex-employees of this organization and what they had them doing. Wasn't that Christian? It sounded like. I can't confirm or deny, because I want to see pictures if they really had those young adults on a bus or in bars. Hello. Like the video. Fair use reaction clip.
Thread. Can you tell us about your relationship with God? Because I think a lot of us want to hear it.
Sure. Well, my relationship with God started, when I was a toddler in Trinidad. My grandmother, if things got spicy in the house, like if the kids and grandkids were arguing, or
these children are learning from the BS. Smart, intelligent children that's brought up from their parents. A lot of our children know right from wrong. They're trying to push this narrative into these colleges. If the colleges were welcoming what he was saying, they would welcome him. He had concerns going to that school. Go check out the video. I don't know if it's still there. Charlie Kirk did a video talking about going to that Utah school. Go look it up. I think they had either petitions or whatever. I did a short regarding it. If what he was promoting, RIP to Charlie Kirk, if what he was promoting was something good, why are there unwelcoming comments? Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip.
Fighting, she would make all the little kids go in her room and make us say and say a prayer. So later on in my life, not much later, when I was like 10, 11, 12, I started going to church in New York. And it changed everything. It changed my life for the better, because I was going every week. I was hearing the word of God be preached. And then I was going home and I was applying it to my life.
Make sure you're going to a church that supports the community. If you're going to a church that supports the community, that's a blessing. If you're going to a church and the pastor and the bishops and the ushermen are not talked about being liars, cheaters, and cheating on their wives, you're at a good church. Go to a church that there is no lying, cheating. Go to a church that helps the community. Don't go to a church that try and drain you. Try not to. Try not to go to a church that they got the lines. Here's a $500 line. Here's a $1,000 line. Give me pretty much all your money. But then make sure you go to a church if you're in need of help with a light bill or paying for your rent. Make sure you can go to a church where you can get that same assistance. You've poured into that church for 20 years. But in your time of need, if they don't help you, you need to leave immediately. Make sure you go to a church that's pouring into the community. Please. Or don't go and you just do what you got to do at home. Do what's best for you. But there's many of us that went to church with our parents on a Sunday, Wednesday, and a Friday. And if our parents weren't smart enough to say, I'm going to pay my bills, I'm going to make sure I put groceries in our household. And then make sure you go to a church where people don't try and shade you. If you're dressed appropriately and things are covered up, make sure you go to a church that's welcoming you as a person. But don't go to a church where women are dressing like they dress from the club. And then you got the pastor and the bishops looking at her while she's walking down the aisle. And then they're making unwelcoming comments. Make sure you go somewhere where you feel appreciated, respected, and understood. Make sure you go, because all of us, there's some of us in this. They like to prey on people when it's tax time. And they bring certain speakers in when it's tax time. Pay attention. Remember how that man shaded that woman because she didn't give the proper tithing? And then you got Tyler Perry gifting him XYZ money. He shaded that woman. There are churches that are doing a lot of great things in the communities, a lot of great things. There are some great churches out there, but there are some churches that could be side-eyed. Real talk. Be around people that's loving and supportive, period. Let's continue.
Even as a little girl, I learned how to pray very early.
Thank you. That preaches from the Bible, or preaches from experience, or preaches love. Preaches love. Let's continue.
I always had this faith that made people think, the kind of faith that you think a person is crazy, like, oh, please, like, But I had that faith instinctively. Once I started hearing about God and, just getting more into the Bible, I got baptized when I was about, yep, amen. I got baptized when I was about 13.
And sometimes people need to be rebaptized. Some of these celebrities are making poor, very poor decisions. And they're acting like things are fine. Some of these celebrities are making poor decisions. Some of these celebrities are pushing a narrative because they're supposed to. Be careful what you listen to, what you watch. Some of these celebrities have to push a narrative in front of you. Let's continue.
I got baptized. And I have just always applied those teachings to my life. I try to. And that's the thing. We're not perfect. We try. Sometimes I would wake up and feel so far removed from, not God, but from fellowship. I was like,
maybe because the decisions that she's made. Hello, pay attention.
Oh my God, I used to go to church on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday every week, like literally 3 days out of the week. And later on in your life,
didn't I tell y'all Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday? I'm telling y'all, I know.
You become busy and you start thinking, oh, well, God is in my heart. And, but then sometimes you can be in an industry as well that pulls you away even more. So lately, I've been feeling like if you haven't seen a long lost best friend for a long time and then you bump into them again, that's how it's been feeling for me. Like just going back to God and praying and talking to him. And, and he said to me, where were you? Where have you been? I've been waiting on you. And since that moment that God had that conversation with me, I've been in such a better space because now it's just, I'm thinking about, is God pleased with this? Not if the bullies and uglies are pleased, but if God is pleased. And when you have that personal relationship with God, guess what? Even in school, he's there. Wherever you are and whenever you need it, you have something that you can tap into immediately. It's immediate. You don't have to leave a message. He's going to call you back. He's there immediately. As soon as you call on him, on the first ring, he's going to answer. And I want you guys to remember that. You're young, and first of all, I want to say, I'm proud of you guys. This is a major, to be so young, for you guys that are in college, to be so young and to care this much this early in your life, it tells us how smart you are, and it tells us that there's hope for our future. So God bless you. Congratulations, you guys. Amazing. Congratulations. You guys are amazing, okay? Know it. Feel it. Yes. Yes. Proudly. Be it proudly. Be who you are proudly.
Amen. So what have you, you're an amazing mother. What have you seen that has been a struggle for young women today? And then also, since both of us have little boys, I would love for you to also talk about the male side of that question as well.
Okay, well, something that I've noticed recently is that for little girls, I think that no matter how you look, we should be trying to instill into them to be proud of how they look. Recently, in the media, it's almost been like a push to, it's not just making young Black children feel proud of themselves, but it's almost like doing that and at the same time telling other children not to be proud of themselves. And I don't want any child feeling that way. If as Black women, we felt that we were not being represented and not being admired for our beauty, if we felt like that as Black women, why would we want to do that to other women? Why would we now need to make other people downplay their beauty so that we can feel, no, that's not how it works. I don't need someone with blonde hair and blue eyes to downplay their beauty because I know my beauty. Do you understand? It doesn't bother me that a woman feels and says that she's beautiful. Why shouldn't she feel that? Why have we gotten to a point where certain colors or certain kinds of people have to be afraid of loving themselves and loving the way they look? Like, isn't that wild? And so for little girls, I don't want what was done to little Black girls done to little white girls. I don't want it done to any girls. I want all the little girls in the world to know that you are unique. You are beautiful. You are you. And you can compliment another girl. You can compliment another woman and still know that you are epic and amazing. So that's what I would say about for the girls. And I know.
Very interesting. We already conversated in the beginning of the video. Other cultures are trying to look like another culture. Another culture is trying to look like another culture. And there are so many beautiful natural women out there that haven't had procedures done. They're just naturally beautiful and they're comfortable in the skin they're in. And they're not going to let somebody shade them or be rude to them or be inconsiderate to them and put them down. Be comfortable of who you are, the skin you're in. There are many celebrities that had to do several surgeries to try and make themselves look natural. We know it's not natural. Some of these celebrities don't even look like they looked like 20 years ago. Let's continue. Fair use. Be kind in the comments. YouTube will block your comments. Let's continue.
The older, I know my adults understand clearly where I'm going with that. Where I'm getting, I don't like people making other people feel badly about themselves in any way. We need to nurture young girls. Yes, whether they are Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, they still need to be nurtured. They cannot continue to pay for other people's sins. They haven't done anything wrong. Amen.
And what do you think about for young men? For young men.
And for young men, don't be new scum. Yes, see, dear young men, you have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing.
So that's how she had the rollout. She's talking about young men, then she's talking about the man in office. Then she says what about Newsom? Baby, that was an interesting rollout. Let's continue.
President. And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did. You have to laugh about it, truly. I have been called every single thing, and you know what? God is so good, you let it roll right off your back. And this is what's so beautiful about this moment, because if the internet wants to clip it, who cares? I love this woman. She's an amazing woman. She has a soul and a heart for the Lord, and words are words, but I know her heart, and it doesn't even matter. And you say what you want to say because I know your heart. And I do not judge that.
Sister. Thank you. For boys, be boys.
Amen.
Be boys. It's okay. Be boys. There's nothing wrong with being a boy. How about that?
Amen.
How powerful is that? How profound is that?
Amen.
Boys will be boys, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, that's what I want to say.
What's something the media and the world in general misunderstands about you?
Oh, I think people think maybe that I'm mean, or, maybe when you have a strong presence as a woman, it's easy to just box you into one box, like one category of mean or, other words.
They want to put you in a box to be able to label you what they want you to be, but you're so much more than that.
Because you intimidate them, and they want to find something. And if they can't find something, they'll make something up. And so they'll put a label on you. But, it doesn't, what people misunderstand about me now, I don't care about it. I really don't. In fact, I love that they misunderstand me now.
I do too, because it shows that you're not a part of this world. Someone once told me,
like the video. There's about 393 in the building. Please hit subscribe. Super chats are welcome. $2, $3. Let's continue. Fair use. Reaction clip.
Not be surprised when the world acts like the world. And I held on to that so much because even being in this role now, they're trying to figure me out. Okay, enjoy. I am who I am. There's nothing to hide. And I know you feel the same way when people misunderstand you and you're like, okay, well, I have an audience of one. Well, now I have an audience of two, but I have an audience of heaven. And I know the Lord knows me, Lord knows you, and he put everything in you to be able to make a difference in this world. Likewise to all of you students and everyone else here. And to go into that further, I know that and I'll end on this, I know that a lot of you guys have been hearing about, we are doing this for Charlie, and we're doing this for his legacy, but we're also doing it because each and every one of you guys have a legacy. And I want you guys, when you leave this conference, to take something with you. And when it gets tough out there, I want you to hold with you a word. It could be anything. For me, it's Charlie. But for you guys, it could be, I don't know, refocus, family, children, future, something. Hold that word in your heart so that when you go back out into the world and you have someone screaming in your face, someone spitting in your face, someone flipping your table on campus, someone making fun of you because you're a conservative, someone making fun of you because you love the Lord, say that word to yourself, out loud or internally, to refocus your brain and your heart and your soul, to know that you're about something so much bigger and greater. The legacy with Turning Point USA, yes, but also for yourself. And so, Nicki, I want to ask you in closing, what is something that you want to leave as a legacy in this world for your family, for your baby, for just everything?
Well,
She had to really think about it.
That it's okay to change your mind. Yeah, it's okay to change your mind. You don't have to, sometimes there's a lot of things projected onto you when you change your own mind. They project fear, shame onto people who don't think and do as they think and do. But I've traveled the world. I've performed for huge crowds all around the world. And no matter how many songs I do on that stage, it didn't mean as much as this. Because this is a direct link for younger people. This is a direct link between young people and God. And there's been a lack of that. There's been a lack of that in our media, in our everyday conversation. People have been, interestingly enough, Christians have been being persecuted right here in our country in different ways. So when we talk...
Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here before. Press 5 if you've been here before. Press 1 if you think they're happy that she was on that stage. Press 2 if you think they regret it. Press 1 if you think they're happy she's on that stage. Press 2 if you think they regret it.
About Nigeria.
Welcome.
And other countries know that prior administrations saw nothing wrong with that. And that's what was wrong with them.
Welcome, welcome.
I truly feel that there are people out there who felt good about chastising Christians right here in our country. And it's kind of really, really sick. We can't let people like that.
Yes, some of these celebrities and Hollywood play in our faces. But see, there's so many bright, intelligent people that's not here for it. Birds of a feather flocking together. And that's the thing. Certain politicians are losing relevancy, and people are awake now because we see what's happening, because some of these shifts are happening to all of us. It doesn't matter what race or culture you are. It's happening to a lot of people that it's never happened to before. So people are waking up. People are waking up, and they're seeing it, and they're calling out the foolery. We're talking about this because we're calling out the foolery. My page gets a lot of views every month. I'm responsible for trying to put out a proper narrative for you to protect your mind, body, soul, and spirit. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip.
Be in power, you guys. That's the truth. I can sugarcoat it and laugh and kiki, but the truth is, I am here today to tell you guys that. We absolutely cannot let people who have a problem with us worshiping God, we cannot have them in power. We cannot have them in power. All you have to do is look at what is happening in other places in the world. Look at what is being done to Christians all around the world. And ask yourself why people in this country that were in positions of power felt so comfortable to try to take our voices from us. They were that afraid, they are that intimidated, they are that insecure, they are that small inside that hearing us and seeing us worship God.
See, that's the one thing. Some of these people that put these celebrities in front of us, they don't think we know about the celebrities' past. They don't think we know about the celebrity and what they're in the media for. Think about what Kamala Harris did. She put those celebrities on stage thinking we were like, oh my goodness. No, we knew what the celebrity was in trending for. We knew what some of those celebrities had issues with. Let's continue fair use reaction clip.
God irritated them. Our spirit irritates them because when we speak, they get shown up. When the truth walks in the room, the lies hide. They don't come out willingly. You gotta pry it out of them. They hide because they don't want you or anyone to know who they really are behind closed doors, because even they know how evil it is to try to deprive people of worshiping God. Amen. We love you. Nicki Minaj. Thank you.
Baby, that's some work. That's some work. Sometimes we have to understand there's a narrative that they're trying to push. And there's a lot of people, eyes are open. They see what's happening. They hear what's happening. They understand what's happening. And many people are concerned about what is being talked about. And this is the other thing, because people are just now coming in. Did you guys know they had put up a recreation of what happened to Charlie? Did y'all know that? Hold on one second. I'm going to let him explain it. Hold on.
I'm saying she found.
Like the video as y'all come in. I'm about to play this because people probably don't know. So people are questioning ERIKA, and they should. Let's listen to this again.
ERIKA KIRK said the Turning Point USA organization will work to elect J.D. Vance president in 2028. Quote, we are going to get my husband's friend, J.D. Vance, elected for 48 in the most resounding way possible, KIRK said. Okay, we're not even a year into Trump's second term. We're not even a year into it. Why are you at the first TPUSA event going, we're going to make this guy president? What? You do know part of the conspiracy is that you and him are boinking. right? You do know part of the conspiracy is you and him are bumping uglies.
Allegedly. Can't confirm or deny. Can't confirm or deny. But listen, they're about to talk about the event, what they had at the event.
Away and Usha Vance in the way. You do know that, right? You do know that, right? And here you are going, yeah, we're going to elect Vance even though we're fucking 3 years out from the election. What? By the way, remember this? Remember this? Remember this video?
This is her touching his hair. Let's continue. That was her touching his hair.
Vance has his hands on her hips. She's got her leather pants on, of course. Hands in the hair. Very intimate.
Candace, I think, is on vacation. She did an interesting video, her last video. Many people are questioning if that man character should be called out. I can't confirm or deny Candace's last video. If what she said and that man saw, I can't confirm or deny it. If that man don't show pictures of what he saw, we can't confirm or deny it. So Candace is probably on vacation, enjoying her children and her family.
Very, very intimate. But honestly, I saved the weirdest thing for last year. Look at this.
Listen.
Turning Point USA recreated the moment Charlie Kirk was executed at their convention for people to take selfies with. Anyone else find this strange? And this person says, they're doing shit not even his biggest haters would think of. How is this a thing? How did you guys think this was okay, bro? Watch this.
And you can see from behind me, this is a recreation of the tent where Charlie Kirk lost his life at Utah University in September, and people are taking selfies with it.
That is so fucking disturbing.
Listen again.
Recreated the moment Charlie Kirk was executed at their convention for people to take selfies with. Anyone else find this strange? And this person says, they're doing shit not even his biggest haters would think of. How is this a thing? How did you guys think this was okay, bro? Watch this.
And you can see from behind me, this is a recreation of the tent where Charlie Kirk lost his life at Utah University in September, and people are taking selfies with it.
That is so fucking disturbing. So here we are. Every time I think she can't go lower, she's gone lower. She's gone lower. Like, why did she say publicly that J.D. Vance reminds her of Charlie? Why did she say that? She knows how we're going to react to that. Why would she say that? She said this after he was murked. Why did J.D. publicly say that he wants his wife to convert to Christianity, throwing her directly under the bus at the same time?
There's a lot going on, y'all. And what I try and do is bring y'all the updates on what's going on. I can't cover it all. I cannot cover it all. There is a guy, Baron. He comes on late at night. Baron has been uncovering a lot of stuff. There's a lot of people that do a lot of deep dives. They show receipt. My page is a little bit more conversational. We talk about clips and what's going on. My life is so busy. I talk about what is going on to educate you guys on what is going on. I hope everyone appreciates it. Super chats are welcome. Gifteds are welcome. There are going to be memberships over there. What is the memberships going to do? At night, sometimes 8, 9, 10, depending on if my boo and my bae are here, sometimes I will show y'all clips for members only, because sometimes y'all don't know what's really being said. So for my members, I have been doing shorts showing y'all the concerning things, and the receipts are at night when I can. Once or twice a week, I post those things for members. There's a lot of short sets over there for members if you want to know what's going on. The one thing I'm not going to put out something if 2 or 3 people haven't talked about it. 1 or 2 people haven't talked about it. But there's a lot of concerning things that's going on. So I hope you guys appreciate it. I hope you educate yourself. I am a person that receives information. I receive a lot of content. My poor family is like, wow, how do you retain it all? Sometimes we're out and about. If I need to listen to something, as long as it doesn't affect. If they're out and they're shopping and they're in different stores, I may take 5 minutes to listen to something and then enjoy the rest of the day. I don't consume my day in all of this, because I go live in the morning. I don't go live at night. I do my shorts, which may be like 15, 30 minutes. I try and bring you information and content that will help you understand what is really truly going on, what's being said. Birds of a feather are flocking together, and many people need to pay attention of the concerns. There's so much stuff that's out of control. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of lies. Many people, there's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of distraction, and they act like they're perfect, and they act like they're good people, and they're nothing but liars, deceivers. And there's some people that are really concerning, and people them for a reason. People are side eyeing certain celebrities, certain situations. We're not just talking about ERIKA, and we're not just talking about Nicki. There's a lot that's going on in the world. And if you're not paying attention, some of us know. If you know, then you know. So I try and over here, I try and also debunk things. If things are not being told that's truthful, or if things are, being told and there's a bigger picture. So I go really fast over here. Yeah, we're watching what we need. Some people wait 15 minutes before they even start the video. Some people start and they have to have 500 likes before they even start. Some people don't even start until they got $300 in super chats. My page is a little different. I'm a busy person. So I hope y'all appreciate what I can give. I don't know everything either. Like what you like, believe what you believe. We talk about everything over here because there is a lot going on. So I hope y'all appreciate it. I hope y'all appreciate it. I hope y'all subscribe. I hope y'all hit the subscribe button. If you did, thank you. I hope y'all turned on your notifications. I try and go live in the morning, 9, 10, or 11. And then I try and do my shorts at night. I hope y'all appreciate it. Because at some point, I can talk and I want. Don't try and control me. And I think people be like, why does she get mad about that? Because I don't like rude people. I don't like rude people. People will try and shut you up for speaking the truth. I don't like rude or disrespectful people. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it because that's probably what they do in their real life. They're probably rude to their mama. They're probably rude to their wife. They're probably rude to their kids. And they probably try and tell people what to do all the time. And they have no respect for people. And they probably stand on the side of wrong. So over here, we like kind, respectful people. If you're rude and telling me to shut up, I'm going to block you and time you out for 24. Don't be disrespectful. You don't like what I'm saying? Go do your page. I had 4,000 subscribers. About a year, we're almost at 50K. So yes, I'm going to tell people to subscribe. Yes, I'm going to tell people to like the video. And if I don't get the last be doing 3 months, 50,000 million views. So I hope y'all appreciate it. Yes, you have to stand up for yourself. You can't let nobody put you down or talk bad about you and disrespect you. I don't do that. So women, respect yourself. If your man is putting you down and trying to mistreating you, tell him to get himself together. I'm a good woman. Treat me with respect. There's a lot of people. I'm very kind. I'm very considerate. That's why I'm busy. I try to help people stocking stuffers for their kids, holiday stuff. If I have 2 turkeys, I'm going to give you one. I'm very kind and very considerate. So I don't put with disrespect. My man is very loving, very kind. He's a good man. I have a lot of great friends. We don't put up with disrespect. Our men are out there disrespecting us in the streets. We don't put up with that. So my friend group was strong. I hope a lot of women can get a lot of strength, encouragement, and self-love, self-respect. I don't put up with disrespect. If you don't like what I'm saying, go do your page. Why are you over here in my comments being rude? Be kind. Real talk. So I appreciate everyone. I hope y'all got what y'all needed so you can educate yourselves. When these people try and go into these schools and they try and push this narrative on your children, be alert. Talk to your children about misinformation. Birds of a feather are flocking together. Thank you for calling me a blessing. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I love you. I'm glad that people are saying they love my page. I appreciate that because I could be totally different and I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I could be pushing. I need those super chats. I'm not going to start until I get $500. No, the information is important. I know I have a responsibility to try and put out whatever I can put out. I don't hear everything. I don't know everything. I can only speak on what I see and what I know. But this narrative in regards to these celebrities, they're trying to push a narrative on our children and our young adults. Keep an eye on your young adults, your sons, your daughters. Love on them. Tell them that you are there for any question, concern, and if they need some help or guidance, push them into the right direction. It's important because they are trying to taint our young generation. They are trying to taint our young generation. So I hope y'all enjoy your holiday. Be around people that love and respect you. Only give the gifts you can afford. Times are tough for some people. Do whatever you can. This is the one thing I've learned. People try and utilize me and then they try and talk behind my back, but then you need a ride here, you need money, you need counseling, you want to sit on my couch, the couch like I'm a counselor. And I have to tell people I'm not Uber Lyft. I have my own family. They need me. And I, for years, for 10 years, I did so much for people. I did so much for people, and they become rude and disrespectful. So guess what? I'm going to separate myself because I'd rather be around people that's loving and caring and respectful. Love yourself, love your spouse, love your boyfriend. If he's disrespectful, tell him, sit down. Let's have a conversation. Why not love on each other? Life is short. Check on your parents, check on the elderly, be good to your community. Just be kind. Just be kind. We're in a world where people are shading people, trying to put people down. If you're in a room where people are putting people down, you need to walk away, go into the room where they're talking about blessing and they're talking about how good the man above is. Focus on the blessings. Real talk. Focus on the enjoy the holiday. Enjoy it. Enjoy your new year. Bring in the new year for you, for your family, for your children. And speak to your children that if you need something, there's a concern. If you're out with friends and you feel uncomfortable, tell them drop you off somewhere. We're gonna pick you up so you're safe. Make sure your spouse, your children, your family is safe. There's a lot going on. Try and do everything you can to have 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 months savings because there's a lot going on. I wish everyone well. I'm going to try and go live tomorrow. I'm going to try. Y'all know Christmas, I can't. And understand, I took almost 2 weeks off. I took almost 2 weeks off. I was going live for maybe 30 minutes versus an hour or two. I was going live for like 30 minutes. And my channel went from having almost a 500,000 to where I was like, wow, what's happening? I'm already back up to 1 million views for the month. So people like kind YouTubers. They like people that bring them the information. I am going to ask for subscribers. I'm going to ask for likes. I have to because that pushes me into the algorithm. I've been in this algorithm and I'm gonna stay in this algorithm. So I hope you guys enjoy your holiday, enjoy loving kind people. There are some people, misery loves company. You can't come over here and disrespect me. Sorry, you can't come up here and disrespect my people in the chat. If I see it, I see it. And I had a mod, and bless her heart, I had a mod. I think she has health concerns or something going on. For the year, I only had one mod because I trusted that mod. I only had one mod because I trust that mod. Right now, I think they have some health concerns going on. I don't trust a lot of people. I have to know you, and I have to know who you are and your character. You can't be on my page and I'm talking love and respect, and you yelling at your husband, you yelling at your kids, and you disrespecting your mom and your father. You can't be over here being my mod. So the mod I had, beautiful person. I miss them and I hope everything's well. I remember someone came over here saying, "Can I be a mod?" I don't know you. Why would I give you my page access and I don't know you? So it takes me time to get to know mods. I can handle this page on my own. I don't need a lot of mods because when I got started, I had already told YouTube take out comments that's disrespectful. That's why you'll see certain comments are removed from YouTube. Before I even started, I had that stuff blocked. So I hope y'all appreciate if you have a page, speak love on your page. Tell people, update people the best way you can. So I hope everyone has a great holiday. Yeah. Not on this page. There's not idiots on this page. We're educating. We're talking love. See how some people are rude? And also, YouTube beefs. I don't do YouTube beefs. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for no YouTube beefs. I wish everyone well. I wish everyone well. Yes. Yes, I'm very selective on who I trust. Because if you talking about somebody back and you stabbing them, you going to try and stab me in the back too. And I'm going to stay away from you because I'd rather for you to be loving and kind. Do you, but I just don't want to be around you. And there's a lot of great people out there, and they've had struggles in their life, and that's how they are and why they are the way they are. And I'm going to let you be you over there. I've had some people disrespect my parents, and then they think they're going to be in my face smiling. No, they birthed me, they raised me, and they brought me into this world to be respectful. So if you disrespectful to the parents, I know you're going to be disrespectful to me. So walking in love is important. Being kind is important. And then one year they said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I miss calling you on your birthday." I'm not sorry. I'm glad you didn't call me on my birthday because what you spew is disrespect. You're rude to people. Everybody that talks about you, they don't like you. So why am I looking for you to tell me happy birthday? No, sweetie, I don't need your comment. I don't need that. Don't be rude and don't be disrespectful to people. I'm not going to be around you if you're rude and disrespectful to people. Over there with that. There are family members I don't deal with because they were rude to my parents. And my parents were in times of need and health concerns, and you weren't there. You were taking things versus blessing. So I don't deal with people that's disrespectful, rude, because my parents taught me to be loving, kind, and that's what I'm going to do. That's why my page is a little different. That's why we get millions of views or half a million views. And that's why I went from 4,000 subscribers to almost 50K. So, yes, I'm going to ask. My goal was to hit 50K, but I took the time for my family. So, I wish everyone well. Uh, yeah, boundaries. Yes, boundaries are important. Being around people that's loving, kind, it's okay to help people. But if they're rude to you and they're using you, don't allow it because it will drain you. The disrespect can drain you. Go into the new year doing what's best for you. Period. Go into the new year doing what's best for you and your family. Period. I'm wishing everyone well. There's some things I have to take care of. There's some places I have to be before they close. So I hope you guys appreciated what I put together. And we'll see what the new year brings. There's some things I want to take care of in the new year. When I took those 2 weeks off, it was enjoyable. So I've been trying to bring content. My numbers have flown up. Appreciate everyone. So if you subscribe, thank you. Yes, Merry Christmas to everyone, because I'm sure I'm gonna be live that day. I'm gonna spend quality time with the friends and family. I was able to get all the gifts that I needed. Might do one or two more things just to make sure that that full smile is on their face. But we we set a limit of what we spend and what we spend it on. I used to buy gifts for so many people, and then I started realizing none of those people are even giving me a card or a gift. Not because they didn't love me, they just felt I should keep giving them gifts. So I've learned give gifts to the people that's giving me gifts. Period. You know? So then they start saying, "Oh, here," because they miss those really great gifts. Too late. When you show me who you are, I hear you, I see you. I'm very good, I'm very kind, but I'm not going to be played as a fool. So thanks, everyone. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships and research. Fair use is use permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. You guys enjoy your week, enjoy your New Year's, have a great time. Be safe on New Year's. Make sure you have a designated driver so you can have a good time. If you don't have a designated driver, know your limits. Come into the new year with us, and I hope everyone enjoys. I will be back, but I still like to spit positivity, period. Thanks, everyone. Be blessed. Goodbye for tuning in. Don't forget to hit on your way out, hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification. Goodbye.